Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Peace Advocate. Remember, this is a program that was drawn up by the students of the University of Waya under the Department of Conflict Resolution and International Relations. And stay tuned for our upcoming invitation that we are going to give for the students to come and talk on peace, peace, peace. And remember to share, to subscribe, and to like, and most importantly, drop your comment because we are going to talk on your comments. Thank you. Welcome back to the second edition of this program, Quest for Peace. And here on our platform, we have Mr. Abe Desmond, we have Miss Chefo Josephine, and Miss Nimpa Alberin. They are here to talk on the reason why peace keeps on declining and the measures we can take to obtain peace in our community. Now, let me start with you, Miss Nimpa. Why do you think peace keeps on declining in our community today?
Well, Miss Kate, I'll first thank you for asking the question. It said that in this our world of today, security has become something else, and once there is insecurity, there is no peace. Now, I'll start with insecurity as a cause for the deterioration of peace in our society. With the coming of armed race, too much of the influx of arms in our community these days is terrifying. Yeah, so when there is a lot of armed race, people will be forced to conflict with themselves. And with this type of conflict, we don't expect peace. Who is going to bring the peace? Those who hold the guns or those who supply the guns? So we are just to sit back and watch the violent actions take place. Because once arms are already included, the military will be at it also. So we'll now have military and civilians. Now who are we?
There is no peace.
We are the watchers. We are viewers. We just view. So now with armed race in our community these days, there's really a high risk of deterioration of peace in our society. Yeah, also we also have the dilemma. This when people don't have this peaceful mindset, there'll always be conflict. You always conflict with yourself, what to do, what not to do, what to do, where to go to, how to say things, what should be done and what should not be done. And when you already have this in your mind, when you're already at conflict with yourself, babe, even to give peace to another person is going to be another
Very difficult.
very difficult. Yes.
Meaning, if you don't have peace within you, you cannot go and meet another person to talk about peace.
Well,
you need
no.
to start with yourself to have
Exactly.
peace within you.
Exactly.
All right. Thank you very much, Mrs. Nimpa. Now over to you, Mr. Abe. Can you give us your own reason why you think peace keeps on declining in our community today?
Thank you very much, Miss Kate. Before I was talking about the peace, let's know how the percentage of how much peace has been reducing or declining in our community. The global peace index stated that 0.25% of peace has been reduced this year. And that's the level that we stand, that the nation stand as at peace. And we realize that they say almost 81 countries are partially in peace while trying to build their peace. But we have 80 countries who are still like not in peace, they're like in real and serious crisis. We have conflicts going on there. So all this shows how peace has actually been reduced to a fall. Now what are some of these reasons or this cause for this conflict or for the fact that peace has been reduced? A peace that was created by God, the rather it has been reduced. We have political interest. Political interest, most politicians now, they are out for their benefit, what they want to achieve. They don't care about how they achieve it, or is the means they don't care about how who are those people who suffered, who go through difficulties because they want to achieve that their interest. It doesn't matter to them. So they use all those political interests. They don't care about, you see,
If it's going to decline, if it's going to bring down the rate of peace or not.
yeah, talk of coup d'etat, some politicians will gather and group up with civilians just to attack the government, just in effect. All those stuff brings about a lot of conflict. We also talk about the increase of refugees in the country now. If your neighbor is in crisis, what happens? Your neighbor is in an unstable condition. Then you yourself should be very unstable condition. So check our neighboring countries who are facing crisis, facing unpeaceful situation in their country now. What happens? People are forced to run away and go to the next country and refugees. And that tends to do what? When they go there, what happens? They create unions there in able to do what? To come out, to come back to what? To fight against the children welfare. All this refugee stuff in the country, it helps to bring out, it helps to kill down the level of peace in our community.
Thank you very much, Mr. Abu. Now we'll go to you, Ms. Chefo. In your own opinion, why do you think the rate of peace in our community today keeps on declining instead of increasing?
Okay, thank you very much. I believe that everyone needs money in order to live.
Of course,
To
I
take care.
myself, I need
Thank
money.
you need a good job in order to well paid and to take care of yourself.
Yes, to have a good
But
living.
look at a scenario where you go to apply for a job because you're not from a particular tribe,
Right,
they won't
yeah.
take you. Because you don't speak English or you don't speak French, they won't take you. As my colleague said, dilemma, there's gonna be that conflict within the mind. You'll be like, why all this? And the peace will not be there. And imagine you and your friend go to, let me say, look
To
for
apply
that
for a
job,
job, yeah.
and they take her and they don't take you. I, for one, I'm going to retaliate. Yeah,
I'm going to feel bad that why would I go to a place with my friends to seek for
For a
job,
job.
and they take her and they don't take me?
Yeah, obviously.
Yes, I myself will feel bad. It's a very big discrimination.
Favoritism, tribalism, inequality between the male and a female. Yeah. So the rate of peace is going to decrease because of all that.
All right, thank you very much, Miss Chefon. Now I'll go back to you, Miss Nimpa. What are your own measures you think we can take in our community today to uphold peace, to bring back this peace that God Almighty gave it to us as humans?
Well, we could start by having a decline in the influx of arm race, as the importation of arms. That's if it can be reduced by our able governments. Yes, that's when it's now reduced to a considerable level, the peace could actually start coming in, because when guns and all these amnesty stuff stop coming into the country, people will not have what to back up themselves with again except come together as one. Yeah. So now when there is already a decline in the influx of this arm race entering the country, peace is sure to win the fight. Yeah, because where there is no peace, where there is nothing for you to
use and attack
use
your
and
neighbor.
attack your neighbor, yeah, or for the neighbor to also attack you, you at least feel safety and peaceful too within you.
Okay, thank you very much. But if you're saying that they need to reduce the rate of arms, right?
Yeah.
So let's say, for example, a knife. I can also use a knife to kill someone. So are you also saying that the government should also ban knife? They should also reduce the importation of knives into our country so as to obtain peace?
Well, no, not that they should ban knives. There are dangerous weapons which come in, knife inclusive. You owning a knife depends on what you want to use the knife for.
Yeah.
You cannot take a knife for kitchen purposes and it ends up with blood stains. So when you have your knife and you aim at blood for its resolution, that's where it should be banned.
Okay, so instead, the government should instead help to enlighten the people, to enlighten the community that no, if you want to get a knife for yourself, that knife should remain only for kitchen purposes and not for humans.
That's
right?
how it's supposed to
Okay,
be.
thank you very much, Miss Nimpa. Now over to you, Mr. Abi. What are your own opinions you can give that will be able to bring back peace to our community today?
Now, we have numerous and different type of measures that we need to put in place for us to attain peace. There are levels of those measures. There are the ones that we need to use. We need to first of all start with first. Like if that one start, maybe you can actually say peace will be increased in the country. Now, we need to first of all start by, we shouldn't look at the peace like something very far from us. Look at something like around us, that peace should be there. So this measure, like, we start by what? Avoiding exclusion. People in the society should not be excluded from some certain aspect. They should have that all opportunity. If it's a national kid, they should all have a taste of it. You shouldn't exclude, no, this particular group of people should actually have this and this problem that they should have. Same like in your neighborhood, something should not come up and you exclude. When you have that mind that no, this person is not, should not be excluded. That's not, you are not bringing peace. But it should be an actor who contributes and bring people together for peace, not like bringing.
Meaning, if you want to say, if you want to have an occasion in your house, you shouldn't say no. This neighbor will attend and this neighbor will not attend. If you want to invite any neighbor, you should invite everybody. Because by the time you start discriminating, peace starts declining in the community.
Yes. Start excluding people. And now we also have political space. Political space is something that we need to take very crucial and measures to tackle. When you talk about political space, it's an issue where in a country, when the political system is not stable, it's wrong, it's not correct, it's very bad, the people will because they want the best government. That's when, so our top government officials, our president, our leaders, ministers, they should take bold steps to create a very good political space where people feel okay, where people feel like they are not marginalized, they should feel that they are okay. I think when these measures are being tackled, it's going to go a long way towards to achieve peace. My colleague talk about armed race. Armed race also is another problem. If you look at many foreign countries, what happens? They say like if everybody has it's like a means to bring peace. But if you look at it very clearly, you having and I'm having is not a means to bring peace. Because I can actually, most of us, they don't control that. You can use somewhere like something that little say this. Okay, but what happens? You use the weapon against you. Those are not means that we are actually bringing peace. And there's the 4 magic words that my grandfather always say. This is what is I am sorry. It goes a long way. We say I'm sorry to somebody. It goes a long way to kill down somebody.
You know, some people really find it very difficult to say I am sorry. I don't know if you say I'm sorry to someone, it seems like you're going to die. Seriously, people find it very difficult to say I'm sorry. You smash someone and the person will be like, oh dear, you've smashed me. For you to just say I'm sorry, you'll be like, why you put your foot for roads? It's aching, and you start bringing conflict and argument.
That's what starts most often in our marital houses. With the children, with the parents. You don't start at the level when the little problem comes up. You use the simple word, like I for once, if there's a problem coming up somewhere and you tell me that you're sorry, I feel somehow relief in me. I'll not take it somewhere. So those measures we should actually try to practice them around our society and where we are and people beside us. If people shouldn't talk about people up there should bring peace. Around your environment, you should be an activist of peace. You should try to make peace work. That's what I think.
Alright, thank you very much, Mr. Abi. Okay, over to you, Ms. Chefo. What is your own opinion you think we can use to bring back peace in our society today?
Okay, thank you very much. Peace is not something that you can just sleep one night and wake up one morning and there's peace in the country or in your family or in a nation. Peace is something that develops gradually. And I want to talk on bribery and corruption. You remember in those days when you tell your junior brother to bring you a cup of water and he or she refuses, you say, please bring the water, I'm going to give you 25. So bribery and corruption started from our homes. So I believe if we stop that, peace is going to reign. Like seriously, peace is going to reign. And also, as my colleague said here, the sale of arms, bringing arms. Normally, when you see a gun, what is it used for? To kill. To kill. Yeah. Obviously, when there are guns around, when you see soldiers around holding guns, you feel like they're like shivering. Yeah. Yes. So those people, they should go very. Normally, guns are used for rebels, used to kill animals, but nowadays the gun is used for something else. And that you kill my brother, do you think I won't be angry? I'll be aggressive. There is no peace. So if we stop all the killing and all that, there's going to be peace. And also the government can, or we can come up with organizations, movements that we move around and preach about this peace. And as we are preaching about this peace, we are practicing the peace. I believe the society is going to be a better place.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, there is this question I want to ask Mr. Abi. If, for example, a man knocks down a child on the road mistakenly, and the father of that child becomes very aggressive and he wants justice, Now, the type of justice he wants is that you should give your only estate to him. That's the only thing that's going to give him satisfaction for killing his child. As a peacemaker, do you think, or is it advisable for you to give out your only estate just because you want peace to reign in our community? Or are you going to take the matter to the court, or are you going to look for another means to solve the problem you have with the man?
Now, human type equation you have for once is not easy to be with. So, giving wealth, giving out your only estate, or me giving out my only estate,
Yeah.
is going to be something I would think like it's not going to be easy for me actually.
Yeah.
But now we're talking about interest and peace. My interest, I have my stake. That is my own interest. The person's own interest is the peace. Now, I am a peace activist. We fight for peace. If our common goal is to achieve peace, at times we deprive ourselves from certain things just because we want to achieve peace. So, actually, me giving my estate to the person because if it's going to bring peace between us, then
Then
fine.
you should give the
Yes,
estate.
I will give my estate to the peace you reign. Because
Alright.
peace is what we are fighting for. When
Alright,
there's
thank
peace,
you very
we learn
much.
tomorrow.
So I've also learned one thing, meaning if someone needs my shoes just for peace to reign, I'll give out that shoes.
You give out the shit because you want the peace to reign.
Okay,
Not
thank you
everybody will act
very
like
much.
that, but since you want peace,
Peace to reign,
yeah,
I'll
what
give
about
it
the
out.
interest? You give it out.
All right, thank you very much. Mr. Abi, there's this question for you. The question says that should peace be based only within humans or humans and nature?
Now, humans are responsible for nature. That's the fact that God created nature.
Nature because of humans.
Now, if we tamper with the nature, we ourselves we are not in peace. Take an example now, many nations are fighting for climate change. There's climate change, they're trying to combat climate change. All this is based on the aspect that what we have done, what we have instead caused damage to the nature. By doing so, we are not at peace because if there's high climate change, what happens? If the world is very increasing, rather we face difficulties. We don't have good air to breathe. Because when we have, for example, when we have a lot of trees around us, it helps. It gives out air and like we are not saying that we shouldn't use those trees, right? We can use them, but we should use them in a way that no, we can. When you're putting down a tree, another one is coming up. So when we do all this, we are at peace with nature itself. So that's what I actually think about it.
All right, thank you very much. All right, thank you very much, guys, for accepting this invitation to talk on peace. Now, I would like to ask your own advice you can give to your community out there and to your fellow students in the University of Ria. Okay, let me start with you, Miss Nimpa. What is your advice you can give to your fellow students and to your community out there?
Well, what I can tell you guys out there watching us presently is have confidence in yourself. Believe you can achieve peace within yourself before giving it out. Because internal peace is very important.
Oh, very important.
Yeah. So if you don't have internal peace, you cannot have global peace.
Right. Yeah. Thank you very much, Miss Nimpa. Okay, over to you, Miss Chefo. Can you give your own advice to your fellow classmates out there and to your community on peace?
Okay, what I would say to them is that we should always learn to say I'm sorry. It's just very simple and short. I'm sorry.
All right, thank you. Over to you, Mr. Abi. What's your own advice to your fellow classmates and to your community out there?
Well, as like you said, if you always use the four magic words, I am sorry. It's very magical. It means a lot. And let us try to be as tool for peace. We shouldn't be people that cause problem and distraction somewhere. Try to build rather than to destroy. So I will always advise people, let's try and take steps, bold steps for us to achieve peace and make good living with our neighbors and people around our community.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Abi. And as you have all heard, they said you should learn how to say I am sorry. Seriously, this word is very, very easy. If you smash a person and the person says, well, you've smashed me, simply say I am sorry and everything will be resolved. Seriously, I've really learned it today. I am sorry. And I'm saying it out there to everyone I've wronged. I am sorry. And to my fellow friends here, I'm also saying to you guys, I am sorry. It is very easy. I am sorry. Am I dead? No, I'm not dead. So thank you very much. We have come to the end of this program, and make sure you like, you share, you subscribe, and drop your comments. Thank you.